Loneliness is terrifying, it's depleting, it's toxic, and actually could kill you. Research has found that people experiencing loneliness are prone to suffer from inflammation, diabetes, heart disease, and suicide. So why do we feel lonely despite living in the time of social media and globalization, where socializing and finding communities is easier than ever? The problem is, loneliness is not the same as being alone. It's the feeling of being alone in the world, even if you have 1,000 persons around you. It's when you are unable to form meaningful connections with others. I'm lonely because everyone is living their lives, but I cannot seem to find mine. I'm living the painful truth. I wrote this about a year ago when I was feeling so alone. I withdrew from the world because I couldn't see how I can connect with anyone or belong in today's world. This agonizing feeling of loneliness was caused by an attitude of helplessness that I somehow embraced. I think somewhere along the way, we've led to believe that we are powerless. We get this idea in our heads that we have no control over our lives. We as a result expected others to magically come and fix us and make us whole. We spend our lives looking or waiting for this certain human or group or place to understand us, accept us and care about us, while we stand there helpless. This attitude led me to focus my attention only on how the world is being unfair, unjust, oppressive and indifferent. I saw only how people around me, including friends and loved ones, are living lives that did not entrust me. So little by little, I started to lose hope in any meaningful connection with others. So I found myself living a solitary life. The year I spent in emotional isolation made me feel terribly lonely and hopeless. I always blamed my loneliness on others, on society, on the system, on the world. But I realized that this blaming game isn't gonna save me. I started to see another side, a more empowering side. After many months of reading and researching to try to find answers, I found that the world is full of shit. We live in an era of self-centeredness and selfish individuality. We live in a world where competition is celebrated, a world that encourages rivalry over collaboration and volunteerism. We live in a world filled with fear and hate. But what I also found is that this is only half of the truth. I've been only looking at the world with a negative eye. This made it hard for me to appreciate the fact that there are so many people in this world who are welcoming, caring, compassionate and loving. And by looking only at the negative side of life, I've been missing out on those experiences and disregarding that love. But the ultimate lesson I learned during this time of reflection was that we are not just spectators in life. We are not just receivers, but we are also givers, and that we have a role to play. We are who's responsible to create the belonging and the meaning that we need for ourselves, and are not destined to wait for it to happen or to be offered to us. I understood that I have the power to change my life through an attitude of giving instead of taking. In the depth of our hearts, we are children fearing abandonment and death, and that's why loneliness is terrifying. But we are not children anymore. We can take care of ourselves, and we have the ability to take care of others. If we change our attitude, we'll offer value to the world. I know that this isn't an easy task. I each day fight the urge to blame, the urge to emotionally isolate myself. But every day I triumph over this urge is a happy day. I seem now to deeply understand Gandhi's words. Be the change you wish to see in the world. If you start by giving what you need, you will start feel like you belong. If you need to be accepted, be accepting. If you need to be heard, listen. If you need to be cared for, be caring. All people are looking for these things. It's our humanness. And by you offering these, people will connect with you in a meaningful way. If you approach life with an attitude of love and care, it will give it back to you. And if it doesn't, it's okay, because you now know that you can give love and care to yourself. You can check this related video I made about what to do during isolation. I think it complements the message of this video. Take care of each other and stay safe, everybody.